What I love about New Albany is the 4th of July parade.
Sports.
Starbucks. My other home.
Very supportive to my business, and I think businesses in the area kind of all look out for each other.
Everything.
You guys nervous?
I'm not gonna lie, a little bit.
Well, man, I'm sorry we couldn't be in the studio. The studio is cool, but little scheduling conflict. So this is kind of neat, though, to do it a little different than I've done it before. The quality of audio is probably not going to be as good, but so just make sure you speak up. But welcome to White Fence Living Podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Nah, thank you guys. It's these are my favorite ones to do. So I started podcasting just on a whim. I still don't know what I'm doing. But so I've met with quite a few different businesses, nonprofits, and doing this is cool because, as I told you, I used to teach and I coach, and so it's super fun. So I appreciate it. I know scheduling wasn't easy, but we made it happen. Here we are.
Sure.
I'll start the same way I did with the girls. Let's start with who's most likely to foul out. You guys already think about this?
We did. And it's Jackson, 100%.
All right.
100%. We have a little story about that too, if you'd like me to tell it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so over the summer, our junior year, we're playing at Ohio State in a summer basketball games thing.
Scrimmage
And-
over the summer.
Yeah, and it was our first scrimmage of the day against
Yeah.
Pick Central, and about halfway through the third quarter, or halfway through the second half, it was in halves. Jackson goes in, and in 20 seconds, he picks up 3 fouls, and we just haven't let it go.
That's
Since we just haven't let it go. So that's.
I remember the second one. The second one was complete crap. They called a foul on me before they even mounted the ball. That one was a little insane to me. But yeah, I don't really remember the first and third one, but
That's
the second
awesome.
one was before it even got in. So
Yeah. Cool. That's great. Well, so let's go. We'll go this way. Just your name, position, anything you might want to say.
I'm Luke Ford. I'm a senior, and I was shooting guard, point guard, just whatever the team needed me to be. Really.
Yeah.
I'm Jacob. I'm a senior, and I was a 4 and 5.
Okay.
I'm Marco. I'm a senior, and I'm a guard.
I'm Caden. I'm a senior, and I was point guard.
All right.
I'm Jackson. I'm a senior, and I was power forward and center.
All right. Where's all the big guys? Not seniors? All the posts?
Our biggest, looking at them, our biggest dude was a junior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys are all much taller than I am. I'm going to peek at this real quick just to make sure everybody's good. Yeah. Well, tell me about the season, man. Tell me, so regional finals, right?
Mhm.
Who'd you guys play?
Western North.
Okay. How was that game? How'd it go?
So Western North was kind of the team to beat.
Yeah.
In deep Division II in the state. They played every team that they were beating every team by 30, and playing the number one teams in D1 close. So they were always the team to beat, and we knew we were gonna have to see them at some point.
Yeah.
And so we played them strong. And talk about them, they did a great job handling their pressure because that's what they do. They try to turn you over and run. So
Yeah.
Do they press a lot?
Yeah, that's kind of their niche. They press you the entire game. They got up early, but we cut it to 6 at halftime. They were up 15 in the first half.
Okay.
Got it to 6 at halftime, and then got it all the way down to 3 2 different times. But they just kept hitting shots. So,
Yeah.
we couldn't ever close it.
I got a good North story for you. So I told you I coached freshman basketball. I was trying to get a teaching job, so I was just coaching everything I could.
Yeah.
Played basketball in 7th grade one year.
yeah.
Maybe it was 8th grade, but wasn't very good. I probably made the team so fast and hustled. But so I'm coaching, and they need a freshman coach. I knew the varsity basketball coach pretty well. So he's like, "Hey, can you do this for me, man? You'll do fine." So I called a buddy who was a good basketball player and said, "Hey, man, will you help me out?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So fast forward, we're playing North at North, and they are pressing us. I'm not kidding. It was like 20-0. We hadn't even got the ball across court.
Yeah.
Like they're just pressing us, turnover bucket, press. Like it was. I lost my mind on these kids at halftime. Like it was.
100%. That's what they do.
Last year they beat a team in districts by 90.
They just kill teams. Like teams that can't handle pressure at all. They just get smoked.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, like, I'd love to talk about how the coaching's been, right? So, you get Coach Casey. Was it 2 years ago?
It was our sophomore year.
Yeah.
So this was our third year.
Third year with him, yeah. So, were you guys all around freshman year?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what's changed? Like, what's different?
Just like the culture. Like I would say the culture is the biggest thing. Like Coach Casey came in from like a very established program in Upper Arlington.
Yeah.
And he kind of came right into New Albany and kind of made it his own, like right away. And like playing for Coach Casey these last 3 years, it was difficult at times. It was a lot of hard work, but he absolutely gave us the best chance to win in terms of his preparation, in terms of his practices that he took us through. Like he's just 1,000% committed to winning and committed to the guys and committed to the program. So
Yeah, I mean, I've heard he's like expectations are high. Like,
I think he's the best coach in the state of Ohio. I think we can all agree on that.
And it's really easy to play for him just because he's putting in just as much work as we are that he asked from us. So it's not like he's a coach who just comes to practice and just wants to beat us up and he's not doing anything. He's going home, he's watching film, he spends time on practice plans. So it's really easy to play for someone who is just putting in all that work.
Yeah.
So like you feel like you owe it back to him.
And a bunch of assistant coaches, right? The girl said you guys have like 1 million coaches.
Yeah.
I think 8 on the bench.
Speaking of the bench, I think it is crazy how the student section's right behind you. What is that like? What is that like for you guys to be like? They're literally like can touch you, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys like that, or is that?
Yeah, it's fun having all like your boys and friends, like right there cheering you on. I think it's really fun.
Not distracting at all.
In the first half, it's great because the other team's going that way, so they can't hear a thing on offense, and we're on defense.
Yeah.
And, just getting fired up. So I would say a lot of the first halves were holding teams to minimal points.
They had a lot to do with that.
It made a difference
for sure. I don't know if I was mature enough in high school. Like if they'd have put us behind our bench, it would have been shenanigans. Any funny stories about that? Like any goofballs behind you doing dumb stuff?
What game did someone? It wasn't our student section, but we were playing somewhere, and it was Gahanna. Our junior year at Gahanna, someone threw a water bottle on the court, and they had to like stop the game for a second, and the student section got a technical.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was the time the student section got a little too involved in the game.
Yeah. So I did this with the girls. I did like superlatives. So I'm just gonna like say like some most likelies. And it doesn't have to be somebody here. So we started with fouled out, right? Let's do some like who's the funniest?
Yeah, right there.
What's he do?
He's just always cracking us up. Like if everybody's just like say it's like a tense moment in practice, or it's like he's just always the guy to just like calm us down and just like I don't know. He's always making everybody laugh.
It's really just some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Most likely to play in college.
Well, maybe they do that playing Division 1. Yeah.
So where are you headed?
Toledo.
Nice.
Yep.
Heck yeah. The Rockets. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice. What other offers did you get?
I had OU, Miami, Toledo, Evansville, Brown, Cleveland State, and Wright State.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why Toledo?
Coaching staff. I fell in love with the coaching staff. Just they're committed to winning. They finish at the top of their conference every year. Super personable staff, develop their players really well. It just seemed like the right fit for me.
Cool. Cool. That's awesome. Is anybody else going to play?
No.
Even do you think any the juniors or have aspirations of playing? Or?
Yeah. Cam Kolar is a junior this year, and he's really looking to pick up some D2s, possibly D1s this AAU season. But yeah, he's really excited.
Nice
About it. Yeah.
Did you guys all play AAU?
Yeah.
I actually did not because of baseball season.
Yeah.
But you used to though.
I used to
Back in the day.
middle school.
Mid Ohio Pumas. You were on this team.
Yeah.
What's AAU scene like? Like how? I mean, you enjoy it. It's got to be fun.
I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. You know, if it was kind of just like a drag, it wouldn't be worth it. But I had a lot of fun playing AAU. It's just like a time that you kind of like worry a lot. There's a lot less pressure on you. You kind of just break free and play. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Who played together? Anybody played together?
We played together for like 2 years. That was like freshman, sophomore year. You guys played together at a young age.
Yeah.
I've always been with my own kind of team. Like
Jackson's always been like a lone wolf. Like if you could say it like that, like he's always just been on his own, like in his own world. Not respected.
Well, who had the better AAU team? Who had the best team?
Probably me. No, he did.
Yeah, that was probably mine. Yeah.
Who else? Were there any big names on your team?
My point guard, he goes to Bishop Hartley. He's signed to Kent State.
Okay.
His name's Chakai. We had a Rhode Island commit. His name's Tim Martin. He goes to a school in Cincinnati.
Sweet.
And then just a ton of guys. We had a few D1 football guys, and then some other guys that are playing D2 basketball. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Did anybody else play other sports besides?
I've always been basketball, but baseball. That's about it.
Nobody else.
Yeah, high school I've just been all basketball.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that's just what it is now.
Yeah.
It's hard to play a winter sport and another sport because it's right in the middle. So you're missing. You're missing something.
Yeah.
Obviously, I get a late start for baseball every year, which is kind of annoying, but basketball's worth it.
Yeah, because I mean, you're just out. When was the regional final game? A week ago. Yeah. So, did you take any time off, or you just right into it?
I had a foot issue. I have a small break at the top of my foot, took a couple scrimmages off. Actually, just yesterday, I got a couple at bats. But other than that, I'm trying to rest.
Yeah. Take some sort of time off.
Yeah.
All right. So what did we do? We did most likely to play in college. Let's do most likely. How about most likely to succeed? Like, who's going to be the most successful?
Come on. I gotta give to Jacob. Every guy in this room is really like setting himself up. You know,
that's a great answer.
Every guy in this room, we all work hard. You know. Yeah. We're all gonna put ourselves in positions that
Why are you gonna be the most successful?
He's the most naturally smart.
Yeah.
Just leave it that way.
I'm the smartest guy in the room.
All right.
I don't doubt that. It's from my perspective.
It's always the quietest guy. That's what I've learned over time. It's like the quietest guy in the room.
A close second is probably like Jackson.
You know what's funny is my son. So I'm not very tall. My wife's not tall. None of my kids are going to be tall, right? So my son Vinny's like today at the table. And he's in 7th grade. Like he's young. And he was like, I'd rather be tall than smart. And I'm like, I don't know about that, dude. The odds of you going to play any sport like in college, let alone professionally. So I was like, then I started like looking up stats of like how few people get paid to play a sport. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you'd rather be smart. Yeah. You agree with that?
Yeah. And when you're talking about tall, you're talking about like 6'8".
Yeah, that's the other thing is like he thinks 6 foot's tall because he's looking at his 5'9" dad. Like 6 foot, he's like, that's funny.
There's always a chance though.
Yeah,
I mean, my dad's 5'9", my mom's 5'3".
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
I got lucky. I got really lucky.
I
So.
didn't get very lucky. My dad's 6'3", my mom's 6 foot.
Ah.
My mom's sitting right at 6 foot. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously genetics play a lot of it. It's not everything. You know what I mean? You see, all right, let's talk a little NCAA tournament. How's brackets doing?
I got the best bracket here right now.
I thought you did the smartest though.
Yes, I do.
I
think
he's
I
lying.
Me and
He's
Jay are
lying.
tied.
I think I have the worst.
And I'm like, right, me and Jay are first. I looked at the points like.
Mine is terrible.
So do you have one with the basketball team? Or
We
you
have
just-
one with like a
friend
friend
group.
group.
Yeah.
But this is like already our whole.
Yeah.
Basically our whole friend group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Except for like 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Our friend group is a basketball team pretty much.
Yeah. My bracket's terrible. I just picked too many upsets this year for no reason, without like
Yeah, I tried.
doing any research at all.
I feel like the bigger the bracket, like the bigger the group, like the more risk you got to take because you
Yeah.
got to score more points. Like if you're in something small, you could be a little more conservative. Yeah, I think my son and I are tied in our family one, which is he doesn't have a phone, but he like loves this, so he wants to play commissioner. So he prints all the brackets out. So we're handwriting all of them in, and he's probably
That's
like
sweet.
in his room right now cheating, like scratching stuff out.
Yeah.
I made him take pictures and like send it. So like I don't even have a picture of my bracket. So I'm watching games like who did I pick?
Yeah.
But it's fun. They all get to do it. It's
Are you
cool.
pulling for any team specifically? Don't just win it.
Arizona. Yep, that's who I picked.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I need. Anybody but Duke.
You're looking at
Big-
big basketball fan right there.
He's going to Michigan, so that's
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm rooting for him. We our dad said that like we're gonna watch the game together if it's a Duke Michigan national championship.
Yeah, that'd be
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
We'll see. Duke's not getting there. Michigan will be there. We'll see.
I mean, they better start playing better.
They played pretty good yesterday, and I was
Yeah.
happy with the second half.
Yeah, the second half was a lot better than the first.
Yeah.
Who else you guys pulling for?
I have Michigan one in my bracket. I have Michigan as well.
I have Illinois.
Interesting.
Very
Gotta choose
interesting.
something
pick.
different.
Smartest guy in the
Smartest guy
room.
in the room picking
Watch
Illinois.
them win. They won both games by 20.
You're little compared to me, bro.
Watch them. Watch them win it all.
They're not going to.
I mean, crazy things happen. So another thing that I did that I thought was kind of fun with the girls was like a shout out, right? I just think it's cool for you guys to take a chance to thank somebody, or I mean, it's a grind to get to where you guys are, and especially like AAU and youth, and I'm sure you guys played other youth sports. So if there's a coach, whoever it is, like just the stage is yours. We could go in order. We could bounce around when you're ready. Doesn't matter.
We start.
Yeah.
I want to thank one of our assistant coaches, Coach Dub.
Okay.
Coach W. He just, the best guy on the team. He's so happy. He comes to practice with a smile every day. He loves the team. So it's like having him on our side. He's handling all the behind the scenes stuff. The amount of work that you don't see, the amount of work he puts in,
Yeah.
but it's like it's there, and like we're impacted by it every practice, every event, every day.
How long's he been there?
So he came with Coach Casey.
Okay.
Him and Coach Casey have been like a duo for 20 plus
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Like
He won assistant coach of the year in the state of Ohio this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
he's,
sweet.
he's big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's
That's
sweet.
super well deserved.
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I'd say big thanks to Coach Dub.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually wanted to say the same thing about Coach Dub, but the different way to say it, like I feel like he's our team's glue. Like he's the glue guy.
Yeah. Yeah. What position does he coach a specific position, or just kind of?
He kind of just handles behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah.
and he's just like he's calling out what he sees in practice.
He does like all the communication stuff with parents, so we know like when
sweet.
practices are. He coordinates like all of our meals. He schedules all of our games for in the off season. He takes care of all that stuff. He makes the graphics for our social media. He does all that stuff.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's really nice to have that on the team.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then Casey can focus on like,
Right.
100%.
the basketball.
Mhm.
Yeah. Same.
I'm gonna shout out a different assistant coach, Coach Smith.
Okay.
He was here since our freshman year, and just developed a really good relationship with him right away. Just a super good dude who he's one of the smartest basketball brains that I've ever been around. Like a super X's and O's guy. He knows like scouting reports. He knows like how we should attack teams. Like he's just been so beneficial to our program, and just having someone to be able to talk to as a coach, but also just as cares about all of us as individuals above all else, and makes that really clear. I've just developed a really good relationship with him.
He's been a big time role model for us, as a man, and as like, from like a basketball perspective too.
For sure.
He's a guy we can look to.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
I'll probably shout out my dad. He coached me all the way up until he couldn't anymore. Taught me everything he knows about basketball. Like junior, senior year, he probably spent more time watching film than I did, just because, I got to get my schoolwork done and everything. So he'd help me out with that. I'd tell him who I'm guarding. He'd tell me a little scouting report. And, he told me he's going to miss it a lot watching me play. So,
your dad is, he just last year, I think, right, with your brother was like his kind of youth coaching career came to an end.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy and does a phenomenal job. Like got to coach with him, man. He did an awesome job. Yeah. So you're fortunate, man. You're lucky.
Yeah. I want to shout out Coach Stoney. He came in this year. We just met him this year. Just great guy. I was sidelined basically like a lot of the year because I also had a foot injury.
Okay.
And he came in and just talked to him every day. When I was sitting out of practice, always motivated me, got me stretching. When I didn't want to bike, I would bike.
Yeah.
And he kind of just helped me rehab and make me still have my mind on basketball. So,
yeah. So how much did you miss some of the season then?
I missed the first game, played the second game, and then fractured my right foot in that game.
Man.
And then missed all the way till Gehenna.
Yeah.
And then just had to play on it the rest of the year. So,
yeah.
Coach Stoney's the guy who's like, you were feeling down at practice, you had a bad practice, he's going to come up to you and like help you out, make you feel better, to give you that motivation that you need, make sure you're not getting too down on yourself. I can think of a few times I was having bad practice and he came over to me and he like really helped me, kind of like not lose confidence in myself. So just like every assistant coach we had on our team did something great for the program. Like everyone was extremely helpful and contributed so much.
Yeah.
So like our playoff run and our success as a team.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, I think when you have somebody like Coach Casey, like good people are going to be around. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because you watch basketball now, like when I didn't play. When I was around basketball, like you didn't have, like even our varsity staff was maybe like 3 or 4 guys, and you maybe had 2 or 3 of those guys like on the bench. You watch like college basketball now, like it's a gang of people sitting there. The players are all the way on like baseline. So it's kind of cool to hear like inside of that, because sometimes I think like this is just, again, because I didn't play, like, man, how can so much, like, obviously they all have a role, but then, like, is it like, do guys start to like have conflicting ideas and like, no, we should try and do this? But I think if you got a good leader like you guys do and Coach Casey, like it probably works.
It's a really good system. And like me playing college basketball, like Coach Casey, the way that he operates, the way that he runs things, like he's been known for sending guys into college and helping them be college ready as a freshman, because like a lot of high schools don't prepare the way that we do. Like we had walkthroughs before every single game. Our scouting reports are always detailed. We always watch film. Like just the way that we did things, I think he's really going to help me have a smooth transition into the next level. Just the way he runs things.
I'd love to meet him. The girls, even after I think it was after we recorded, I was like, hey, like, who should I have on? And they were like, Coach Casey, like, we love him. He talks to us too. Like, he must have went and spoke to them a few times. Like, I'd like to meet him. Seems
so. The girls' head coach this year, who kind of like, I'm not saying he's the reason for all their success, but he came in and turned that program around. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they were expected to have like 5 wins this year, and then they made it to a regional.
And that coach coached under Coach Casey for a few years.
I didn't know that.
So
that makes sense.
Just like seeing a bunch of different things that they were doing. Like they were doing walkthroughs this year. Yeah, I was like, that's Coach Casey.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah. It's cool to see that like lineage of coaches, right? Which you see like the professional in college, like it's all like watching guys who coach under somebody move on.
The Bradley head coach who just took Hilliard Bradley to the state final was the coach under Coach Casey.
Dang.
Yeah. So he's got people all over the place.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Do you guys have like a most memorable game? Like
I would say our junior year district championship was like really special for me and like all of us because we hadn't won one in like 19 years or something like that. So I mean, I was nervous going into that one, but it was at the Expo Center, good crowd, and brought it home. So
yeah. That was a sweet
awesome.
one.
Do you guys like playing at the Expo?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. The backdrop still kind of messes with me, but I bet once you're playing, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really get in your head. But it's a great place.
It's
to be.
cool. I think it's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I talked to the girls a little bit about that. Like, again, not that I have any kind of shot, but I feel like that would throw me off. It would take some time to get used to.
Yeah.
That's going to watch games there. That's what I always thought. Like, it's got to be tough. It's just so much different than a high school gym.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Where was your guys' favorite place to play outside of the Expo? Any?
I like the Mount Vernon Nazarene gym.
That was a good gym.
Gahanna's old gym was always pretty loud.
Gahanna's old gym was always my favorite.
That was a fun game.
It was always like so like muggy in there, and
Yeah.
it was
It was
just like,
hot.
It was
like
always
90 degrees in there.
It was always like sold out,
court.
like small court, just
Packed.
That's the problem.
It was just. I hated that locker room though. They made us walk up these steps, and it was a million degrees in that locker room.
Their new gym is, on paper a lot nicer, like just their new school in general, but it's not the same because it's so spacious and big that like it's not nearly as loud.
Yeah, I could see that. I went to I was at a wrestling. I was at a swim meet at UA, and like I had never been inside there and wandered down to the gym.
Crazy school.
Huge.
Yeah.
That gym's massive.
UA, we used to during the preseason we would go down there and like scrimmage against those guys like once a week, like every Wednesday or something.
Gym's nuts.
And not even their gym, like their school just looks like an airport. Like, when you walk through there, like,
That's crazy.
Their school feels like a college campus. Like walking in through the door.
It does. It does. It's pretty crazy to be in New Albany and look at that and be like, holy crap, look how nice that is. But cool. Any other funny moments, funny stories?
Oh, there's plenty. It's kind of big.
talk about our benches run through the playoffs.
Oh yeah. During the playoffs, we kind of we had a rough patch during the regular season, right? Where team was just down, morale's down. We were losing games we shouldn't be losing. And so it's just as much, as the guys on the bench as the guys on the court. So we decided kind of towards the end of the season that we were going to make a change, and we're going to, no matter what, we had to get a bench warning every game.
Yeah.
We had to get one. And I think it started with Springfield. It's when we started getting that bench warning, because was that Kelby's dunk? Remember his crazy dunk in the middle? Was that Springfield? Or was that Kettering? Fairmont.
It was Fairmont.
Yeah.
Fairmont. Kelby had this crazy. Kelby Moore, he's a junior. He had this crazy dunk down the middle, and the bench kind of just walked on the court, and going crazy, and the rest had to be like, back it up. And so every game after that, we've just been going nuts, doing dances, just doing the craziest things, getting our team going. And if our student section wasn't doing what they needed, we were going to do it. So we kind of took that responsibility upon ourselves.
That's cool. I mean, New Albany's gym's not big. Our gym's it's loud in there. It's hot in there too.
Yeah,
it can't be an easy place to come play. I can't imagine.
Yeah, and that's to our students and community. They show up and show out every game. So
it's cool.
They make it that hard place to play.
Yeah. Pre-game rituals. Who's got the craziest pre-game ritual?
Jackson.
What is my pregame ritual?
Jackson eats a 12-inch meatball sub before every game. So
Never
I
done
that.
Caden starts stretching the night before.
I do take my stretching seriously. Stretch for at least an hour before the game.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Do you take a band out there with you?
That's in the locker room. I have a stretch band.
Oh, this is a funny story. I forget which game we were going out early, and you got to stretching late, and everyone was out there except for you. And I went back in the locker room. I was like, Caden, we're going. You're like, give me a minute. And then I was
I remember that.
Yeah. Just trying to get this stretch in.
Yeah, I'm just a pregame nap guy. That's
really?
That's kind of my thing. I need to sleep
Chill.
for at least 45 minutes before every game, and that's what I've done since freshman year. So
Really?
Yeah.
You sleep in the locker room?
Usually we have walkthrough right after school. It actually helped a lot being a senior this year because I get out of school early,
Oh yeah.
so I could go home right after school, take a nap before walkthrough, go to walkthrough. I always showered after walkthrough. I don't know if that was like I always like just like wipe it clean like for the come the game time. Like that was just always something I did. Take a nap and shower.
Take a nap and shower.
Yeah.
You guys listen to music in the locker room before you come out?
Yeah.
Less this year than in
That's what we did a
the
lot.
past. Like we had a few games where
Coach
Kelby
got
got on the speaker.
Coach would get on us though.
Yeah, Coach wants us to be locked in before
Yeah,
games.
I didn't want to speak. Turn like the music turns into goofing around.
Yeah. And we didn't play as well in games where we were goofing around before
Yeah.
than being serious. So we had to like kind of make it an effort to be locked in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I know we got some more funny stories.
I'm trying to think.
There's a lot from our sophomore year.
Oh yeah. So I was putting on JV our sophomore year, and we had a really young coach. This guy named Coach Metzer. He's a great guy. And he's coaching somewhere in Flagler, I think, D2 in Florida. And he was a really young coach. We were his first like head coaching gig ever. And he was like 22. So like he was like my sister's age, which is crazy to think about. And we just had a lot of fun. Like it was like we got stuff done at practice, but it was just so much fun having a young coach and a bunch of our boys on the team.
Practice, he would at like not towards the end, but like if we weren't playing defense, he would send us into a 1v1 with him.
Yeah, yeah, because he played at Ashland.
Yeah, we'd have to stop him, and it was
and it was
pretty hard sometimes.
Should we tell your story with him, Jackson?
Oh, so like I'll tell you this. So like we're like a couple practices in, just made JV sophomore year, like new coach, like talking to him, he's chill. But yeah, 5 practices in, I'm looking at him at the end of practice. He's looking at me. I'm like, "What do you want?" Like as a joke, obviously. And he's like, "Don't." And I was like, "Don't make me wrestle you." And he looks at me and says, "Bro, what are you talking about?" So then I lunge forward, and then we started wrestling each other. And then
a brand new coach, like 3 practices in.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I will say he got me, but then I gave him a wedgie. So
That's just like funny. That's still like it was the craziest like I did not see that coming. Like they just started wrestling each other at the end of practice, and then he wedgied him.
Well, you guys didn't. He's still coaching, so you guys didn't ruin him.
Yeah.
He actually went back to play after because he had one more year of eligibility, so he was like a player coach.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like go wrestle.
And apparently
That's kind of cool.
He got a decent amount of time though, because their guard went out, so I think they needed.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
It was cool.
Yeah.
One more story from sophomore year. I think it's like it's either like one of the last games of the regular season, or it might have been in a playoff game at home. We are up 25, 30 points, like a minute left in this game. And I'm in, I drive the ball in, and they end up calling a charge on me. So it's like going the other way. So it was a pretty bad call, if I remember. And Coach Casey has like a paper that he's always holding that has like the list of plays and key stuff for the game, and he throws it at the ref. On the court. Like this paper is like in the middle of the court, and we're up like 30 with like 50 seconds left. It was unreal. He never lets us play again.
We lost to Springfield this year, and it was a game that we shouldn't have lost. And I remember there was a really bad call down the stretch. We had like one more shot to win the game, and I drove in, and I got separated from the ball. I got separated from the ball, which it was a foul, but they didn't call a foul. They called like a jump ball or something. It was still our ball, but I don't think Coach Casey had time to process it. Punched a hole in his board, and now it's framed up in his office. And it's like he wrote on using an expo marker on his board. It's like board 23 Springfield with the date, and he like on his broken board.
That's crazy. Yeah, 23.
Yeah. He's been coaching a long time.
Jacob has a story.
Oh no, I can't remember if it was you or you. I think it was you. It was junior year, and one of them got subbed in, and
Us?
one of
When?
you two.
When?
I can't remember what game, but I know it happened. And they were running up to the table to sub in, and you knocked over Coach Weicker.
Oh, that was me. I went to go sub in to the table, and they called timeout. So I didn't realize it. And I just turned around, and Coach Dub was right behind me, and I trucked him over. And I didn't realize that I did it, so I just went and sat down, and he was like laying there. I felt bad. I felt really bad watching it on film. I was like, I knew I felt something. I didn't see him, so I just went and sat down, and I accidentally knocked him down.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, we every day was hilarious.
I'm sure you guys could tell stories forever.
Yeah.
So, you guys are all seniors, right? You got underclassmen playing underneath of you. You got a ton of young guys coming through. You got kids in the rec program. Like, what advice do you have for them? Like, what advice do you have for them, their parents? Maybe it's a young family that's got a kid that wants to play basketball. What advice do you have for them?
I would say be consistent, right? Like get like a plan and stick to it. Like I know what I did, and my best thing was I was a pretty good shooter.
Yeah.
And in 4th grade, I was pretty sucky. I was like worst player on the B team.
Yeah.
And so I decided, like, me and my dad just got together and we were like, all right, I'm gonna make 200 shots every day.
Yeah.
And try to make 10,000 in 2 months over each summer.
Yeah.
And we stuck to that till my sophomore year. Did that every summer out in the driveway. And I mean, I think it paid off. I thought I was a pretty good shooter, but it's just something like you need like a routine. And if you're consistent, like if you put in the like honest good work, you're gonna get results. Like
I like that perspective because like being involved in youth sports and even with my own kids, like if you like I see kids that love a sport, but they're not the very good or the best at it, but they love the sport, and it's like, man, you're in 4th grade, like it comes down to 5, right? There's only 5 of you.
Right.
Like this is pretty consistent. You guys are all great basketball players, but there might have been somebody in your class that maybe what could have been better or was better, but it just didn't pan out for whatever reason. Like, so that's I like that. Yeah.
Just for basketball in high school in general, like every moment matters. Like don't take any of it for granted.
Yeah.
You never know when it's going to be over.
For sure. Yeah.
I would say like find one thing you're really good at and just focus on that one thing. Because I mean, not everybody needs to score the ball. Not everybody for example, like he was a knockdown shooter all year. These two, especially, they rebounded the ball really well and they just made hustle plays. And I mean, Caden, he was kind of like our rock this year. He handled the ball. Like everybody found their one thing, and that's the biggest thing. And just support your teammates. And I mean, that's the biggest thing. Just find one thing that you're really good at and stick to that thing.
Yeah. Not only that, like you got a bench full of guys. Like, how were the guys coming off the bench?
I mean, everybody that came off the bench this year just played their role really well.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the biggest thing if you want to be successful, because I mean, not everybody can do everything. If you focus on that one thing, then your game's going to gradually expand over time. That's just how it works.
And like building off what you said, I think it's really a lot easier to get better when you have your skill and then you can focus on other things, instead of building everything up like kind of like evenly. It would take longer. Like if you're a really good driver, like no one can stay in front of you.
Yeah.
Then just work on your shot, and then once you're a good shooter and you're still that same driver, it just takes your game to another level. Having to be able to work up like that.
Yeah.
I would say you can learn as much watching as you can playing. Like I fell in love watching college basketball at a pretty young age.
Yeah.
Probably credits to my dad with that. I just seeing how people move the ball, shoot the ball, drive, pass, like all this stuff. Like you just pick up on tiny things. You don't know you're doing it, but you pick up on stuff. And I feel like that was a big thing.
Did you guys all watch a lot of basketball?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Colorado basketball.
All right.
Yeah.
That doesn't help out.
Yeah. Maybe not as much as Duke, but learned a few things.
Yeah. No, it's good advice because I think kids watch a lot of it. Like basketball's easy, right? So you got March Madness. Like that's easy to sit down and watch. But when it's not March Madness, like watching regular season and
Right.
but for sports that aren't as prominent on TV, like I think it's important, like just be a fan of the sport, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
I would say, what's I gonna say? Don't be like sad about like where you are if it's not like where you want to be. Like, cause like I don't know how to describe it, but like I was with him on the same team. We were on the Marine team, and I mean, so I was really small, like
Yeah.
super short. But yeah, I mean, a lot of guys quit, but I'm happy I stick with basketball.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like don't be discouraged, right?
For
Like half the guys that quit the team are because they get discouraged that they're not playing how they want to play right now,
yeah,
and that prevents you from seeing how good you would have been, like you said earlier, right?
yeah, for
Guys
sure.
that quit early, I mean, you might be bad then, but you work at it, you could be really good when you're older. So like, I just don't get discouraged.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I always try and tell my kids. Like, there might be a stud that they're playing with like right now, and it's like you're 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, like you have no idea what you're gonna turn into. So,
100%.
yeah, and it's like a longevity thing, man. It's hard to get to your senior year playing a sport. It's not easy, especially sports that the rosters are small. You know what I mean? Yeah, cool. Any other funny stories you want to share?
Oh, we gotta find one more.
Who's winning one-on-one? You guys play.
It depends on where. It depends on where we're playing.
You guys already have this debate too.
Yeah, the five of us have come to an agreement that if it's at a Reader's, so we have our buddy has his own gym in his backyard.
Yep.
And it's called Reader's Court. And if we're playing there, it's gonna be me every day of the week. But at New Albany,
Did you guys come to an agreement with that?
the five of us agreed on that. But then outside of it, I would say Marco, maybe Caden on a good day.
Did you guys play a lot of basketball, like outside growing up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we
100%.
definitely used to.
Yeah. Just like we'd be hanging out, most of us have hoops on our driveways, right? We'd just be outside playing.
Yeah. When we play at Luke's house, I mean, if you're not on Luke's team, you're not going to win. He doesn't miss on his own.
Yeah. I got pretty used to
Well, you've shot how many shots on it?
I probably made, like, if I did that since fourth grade to like 60,000 around. Yeah. I owe it all to my dad. He's a really disciplined guy.
Yeah.
So there were days I would wanted to just not do it. And he'd be like, no, you're doing it. I'm rebounding for you. And he rebounded for me like most of the days. So like,
that's cool.
Yeah, big shout out to him. Yeah, he helped out tremendously with that process.
Really cool.
Yeah.
All right, one more thing that I try and do on most of the episodes that I'm going to try and keep it more consistent is like some rapid fire, just things about New Albany. So, one word, as fast as you can. Favorite restaurant?
Give me the bucket.
Bucket.
I'm going with the bucket.
Noodles and Company.
Where is Noodles in? Oh,
on Hamilton. The one that's also like everywhere else in the world.
It might not count as a New Albany restaurant.
That's cool. What do you like there? I've been there forever. I used to go to the one in Westerville.
I'm a pretty picky eater. So buttered noodles and some Parmesan chicken.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm a bucket guy.
Bucket.
Yeah.
I like melon mushrooms pizza.
Yeah, man.
For fast food, I would say Qdoba.
Qdoba.
That's pretty, like, I don't know.
Give me
Is Qdoba a region, like a regional thing? Is that only in like the Midwest?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's owned locally. By somebody.
I like it because they do free guac, free queso.
Free guac, man.
That's crazy.
It's pretty nice.
Did you ever get
That's awesome, Jackson.
Did you ever get the bowl?
Yeah, I get the bowl every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's yours?
No, not like just a bowl. Like
that like shell bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Oh man, it's crazy.
We got to hear yours now.
But my family loves melon mushroom.
Mhm.
They got the Hey Dude. It wasn't on the menu for a while. Now it's back. Like the jalapenos, chicken, ranch.
Oh, I haven't had that.
It's money. Hey Dude.
Sure.
Yeah, it's money.
I'll
But like
try it.
fast food, Chipotle, I could eat Chipotle every day.
Yeah, me too.
You know what's me and my dad said in my family all agreed that the best dessert in the world is at Hudson 29.
Which
It's
one?
the Texas sheet cake. Have you had that before?
I don't think so.
It's like a chocolate like fudge cake, and they put a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream on top.
Oh,
It's the best dessert I've ever had at a restaurant before.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Can you guys agree with that? Like that, it's
that's-
so good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
I love something hot with something cold.
yeah, I know.
like
the duo.
like some places have Pazookies, like the warm cookie. There's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ice cream on there.
The B-dubs.
I would say the best dessert though, Carvel cake. Have you ever tried that?
No.
What's
It's
that?
like more of a Connecticut thing.
Where do you get it?
I don't know where my dad gets it, but he always every birthday is Carvel cake.
Carvel cake. What is
Yeah.
it?
It's an ice cream cake,
Okay.
so that's super good.
Mm.
All right. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so I might have to disagree. And I just agreed.
Favorite teacher?
Broswell. It's Broswell.
Monk. Roswell.
Shock.
I'd say Broswell or Macerall. Macerall had this year and always making the class laugh. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. So you guys get out early. How early do you get out?
I get out at 12.
Okay. So it depends on what you need
So,
or what you're taking.
Do we all have 2 opt-outs?
Yeah.
No.
Jackson.
I have opt out on Monday and Friday because I do senior sem. So some days I get out at 1:25. The other days I get out at 2:15. But I get to school every day at 8:20.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on how you schedule your opt-outs because I have first and last. So I get to school late and leave a little bit early. And then he has double.
So I do both mine at the end of the day so that
Yeah.
I have enough time to like come home and take a nap. But that means I have to wake up early. I have to wake up like an hour before these guys go to
Yeah.
school. So
That's kind of cool. So you have somewhat of an option.
yeah,
Yeah.
Albany's really good about all that stuff.
Yeah, being a senior, and it's been great. This has been my favorite year of high school, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, it's been.
Do you guys get to leave for lunch or no?
No.
That's the only
No,
thing they
that-
don't do.
yeah. It's probably good for my bank account that we can't leave because, I mean,
Your food is so good though, isn't it?
yeah.
mean,
I would
No,
say
I
like the
get
pizza,
I mean, I
like
get pizza every day.
you can't complain
like-
with Jet's Pizza, like
Yeah.
or
yeah.
like Bellacino's, like you can't
Yeah.
you can't complain there.
When I was in high school, we were able to leave for lunch, and there wasn't a ton of options, but our cafeteria food was like it was awful.
Yeah.
It was like what you would think like school cafeteria.
yeah.
Like there's no options.
I've heard that
It was rough.
since COVID, the cafeterias really took a hit. I know my sister was in high school before COVID.
It's because they're giving away for free forever.
Yeah, and there was real like live cooked like sushi. You would get like good like real like good
Really?
food
Yeah.
before, and then I think COVID just messed it up.
I still think our school lunch is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
Panini every day.
Yeah.
I get a panini with an Uncrustable every single day.
That's great. Yeah, it's probably kids will get in trouble. Like I know kids, a lot of guys that I knew like got in trouble being able to leave because
Yeah.
like leaving and then wanting to like
Just
You don't
like,
wanna
not
come
back.
back.
Yeah.
or go home, take a nap, not wake up. Like
Doesn't sound too bad.
yeah, yeah. Favorite spot to hang out in New Albany?
Other than like a friend's house, I would say just like like one of my buddies' house.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe specifically shout out Jay Oovler. Great basement. Great basement.
Probably Caden's movie theater room.
All right.
Good times.
I'm gonna second Jake Hoovler's basement.
All right.
I like the playground in the middle of Windsor.
That's my
It's a good
favorite
one.
spot.
It's a good one. They need some renovation, but it's fine.
Wait, I thought they did renovate it recently.
They did.
I thought they did.
Need some more.
I would say his house or Jake's house as well.
All right, Jade's basement it is.
Oh yeah. There's nothing like watching 3 different March Madness games on the 3 TVs in Jade's basement.
He has the whole setup. He has like a huge screen right here and then like 2 little ones right here, like a really nice couch. And
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a spot.
Oh yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. What's another good one? Favorite ice cream spot in New Albany?
This is hard.
Loves his ice cream.
Luke's a big ice cream.
I'm a huge ice cream guy. I would say my go-to like thing to get is I like coffee milkshakes from Johnson's. Those it's really weird and specific, but I love those. But But I would say Grader's is the best like ice cream you'll get.
And it's coming, right? I think there's one coming.
Are there?
Yeah, it's right across from like Blue Agave.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's wonderful news.
You don't have to go all the way down
Yeah,
and run into Gahanna people.
Yeah, man, I hate them.
He's gonna go as far away as Graders, and I'll say Cold Stone.
All right, I've had Cold
Oh,
Stone.
that's
Side.
funny.
Yeah, it's a good one, little bro.
So
I don't eat ice cream, so
Really?
Yeah.
Are you like a super healthy eater?
no, I just don't like ice cream or cake. It's just never really been my thing.
He loves peanut M&Ms. Like he just loves There's always peanut M&Ms on this bedside table whenever I go.
No,
over.
that's not true. I don't think I've ever purchased peanut M&Ms in my life.
I thought it was Swedish fish.
What do you like candy though?
I'm like if I can pick any candy, I get like the Reese's Take 5 bars.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
not far off.
Those are good.
I was close.
I guess. Yeah, those. That's like every time I'm in a gas station, I have to pick one up. That's,
Is it the like Reese, like the fast breaks or whatever they're
Yes.
called? Yeah.
so good.
Those are good.
I am a Grader's black raspberry chocolate chip.
Yes.
Every time.
It's world famous.
It is world famous.
I would say Rita's, but Dairy Queen, I get something from there every time. It's a cotton candy blizzard. It's so good.
How old are you?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, you're 17 talking about a cotton candy blizzard, bro. Like, you need to get a job, bro. Seriously, like,
Do you like
With all the yeah, you're 18. All the teams
you need to get a job, bro. You need to get a job, little bro.
Little bro.
do you like the Superman ice cream at EDS?
No, I do not.
I haven't.
He's talking about
I heard the Superman ice cream was good. I actually want to try
It
it.
is good.
So is it like 3 different flavors?
Yeah, it's just like some kind of weird. Yeah, it's just there's not like a real flavor in it. I don't know what it is.
But it's good?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's ice. What ice cream is it? Good?
That's true. I'll have to try it.
I think
soon.
Grater's is my favorite, but Johnson's a like. If I'm feeling ice cream, like, and I don't want to go to Grater's, Johnson would be it. Johnson's good.
I like going outside, even though there's not really like a good like seating setup. Like go and get Johnson and just sitting outside on like that brick like thing that they have. It's just good vibes.
Good times.
It was. I don't know. Not since it's been
summer,
cold.
probably.
I would say like in the fall probably.
Yeah.
I like how this is getting tense, though. This is good. I think
Yeah.
we should keep debating.
It's because like Jackson's just like a little bro compared to me. So
Hey, if you walk outside, you will see him running away from me. I promise you.
Jackson will reach adulthood. It's pretty soon.
What?
yeah. Your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Are they
actually.
saying this because you're younger?
Yeah, I'm pretty young for
Okay.
a grade.
All right. You guys all drive? You all have cars?
Yeah.
I graduated with a bunch of guys that like never drove or got cars.
Did you have yours?
Yeah, like I was old for my class, so I was driving when I was a sophomore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't. Now that I have my license, I don't understand how I like lived without it before. Like in high school, like I can't imagine having to get like dropped off by my parents to like hang out with friends now.
Yeah.
Like now I'm just like,
Yeah,
yo, mom, I'm going to my friend's house.
Who was the last one to get a cell phone?
I got mine in
I don't know.
5th grade.
I have no idea. I forget
Dang.
when I got mine.
Were you young?
It might have been me.
I think I was. young.
I got it in 6th.
Yeah, I got mine for like 6th
I
grade.
thought I got mine really.
See, I didn't get an
I-
iPhone until freshman year.
No,
so
here's what it was.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
I was late. I didn't get social media until freshman year. So like, remember, I never had Snap, so I was like never in like. I swear to God, you can ask that. That's just true.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I couldn't like they would have to text me like on text
Because your parents
messages.
wouldn't let you?
No,
Yeah.
every parent thinks social media is like evil until like you're like a certain age for some reason. I don't know. Yeah,
My parents did that with my sister, but just snuck it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I think
care
it's
about me.
evil.
yeah. So, yeah, I think
So
I-
my son, he's in 7th grade, doesn't have a phone yet.
Mhm.
And like, he's struggling.
I think that's when I
He
got
is
my first
struggling.
phone in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's important just from like a communication with your friend standpoint, you know, like knowing what your friends are up to, you know, like being able
Yeah.
to text your friend, like, you know, like you guys can trying to go hang out or something.
Snap and whatever else it is you do.
Yeah, I would say you don't need Snap. Like it's nice. Everyone has
Is
it.
Snap still the thing? People still?
Yeah.
Like
Snap
you
is-
would say, let me get your Snap before let me get your number.
in high school, yeah, 100%.
He's actually taken a 6-month Snapchat detox.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm trying to like.
Oh, but there's nothing wrong with social media.
Yeah, I'm just trying to cleanse my brain because like there's so much pressure on everything. You know, like I just have to like get away from it a little bit. Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Like pressure as a senior, like even a junior, senior, like academics, athletics. Did you feel like there's a ton of pressure? And is it specific to like New Albany because it's such a like it's such a great school, and I'm curious what that's like now.
I would say I bet New Albany's a great academic.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably harder. Academics are probably harder at New Albany than most other schools.
For sure.
I would say junior year's a grind. Right.
Yeah.
That's like year before you're doing college applications, you're trying to get everything you can, you know?
Yeah.
And then adding that with sports, I remember junior year being a grind.
You got classmates like going to Harvard and Yale. And
It's some crazy.
My junior year was light. I can tell you about a class if you want to hear it.
QR.
It's like advanced quantitative reasoning.
That sounds great, right?
Yeah.
First day in class, made as tall as a tower as I could with marshmallows and noodles.
You would like walk by his class and they'd be like building with like blocks.
And we did something called Barbie bungee jump.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Got a ton of rubber bands, Barbie, and bungee jump.
Yeah, the difference between us four and Jackson, we were all in AP Calc junior year. So it would be like you'd come into our class and we'd be like derivatives, integrals, stuff like that. And then Jackson's class is like he is the toy building block.
Not true.
That's where
I just wants to throw a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, throw a shot back. Let's get serious.
I think so. I have this like because my son is half of New Albany are in like advanced courses, right?
Yeah.
So but we talk about it all the time, like if my kids grew up in like the school that I went to, I didn't know many kids that were taking like he's taking like pre-algebra. I probably didn't take that till I was like a sophomore.
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely a different culture in New Albany.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many opportunities for you to like better your academics that like, and parents know. I think since New Albany's such a successful place,
for sure.
they know how important it is. My parents like from early age like really hounded me on my grades.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for it that my grades didn't slip in middle school. And it's affecting me now. You know,
Yeah.
they kept me on it. So
For sure.
yeah,
Colleges know too that New Orleans
Yeah.
as good as it gets.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think I enjoyed like seeing you like you're in a community, you're in a school where like those things are, and maybe it wasn't my school and I was just too much of a clown to pay attention to it, but like I thought I wanted to play football in college and like had some like Division II school interest, but mostly Division III, and like I wasn't sure it wasn't until my senior year that I decided where I was going to go. I had no clue what I was going to do, and I thought about walking on Ohio State's track program, and probably could have competed indoor there. But I started the application. It was like 3 essays. I was like, no, not doing it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, my brother was like, have you ever heard of Otterbein? I was like, no. He's like, it's really cool. It's like in the area. Like you'll love it. So I applied, got accepted, had never even seen it. I was like, that's where I'm going. It's the only school I applied to.
You loved it?
Yeah, so I ended up running track there, not playing football. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That's where my dad went.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a buddy who goes there and he loves it.
Yeah, it's a cool little campus. Like, yeah, I had fun. It's expensive, but
is it? I didn't know.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
What'd you major?
Health and phys ed. Yeah, so I taught health and phys ed for like 6 years maybe, and then decided to get out of teaching. And yeah, I wasn't a very good teacher. I loved coaching. Like that's like I always say, I just joke that like I taught to pay for my coaching, but I was young and dumb then too. Like I was your coach you had, like that was probably me. I was a junior in college when I was the head freshman basketball coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Junior?
I was somewhere around there because I student taught for the head basketball coach. It must have been shortly after that, but I was young. I was just yelling at kids. And all we did was dribble drive. It was the easiest offense in the world.
That's what we ran freshman year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
No, it's hard to guard when you run it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't run very well. Well, man, I appreciate you guys coming on. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' efforts and the success the basketball program had, man. I know you guys worked your tails off. It ain't easy. And this is just like a small thing I could do to like give you guys a little spotlight.
Thank you so much for having us. This is awesome.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Be sure to follow us on social media for news, updates, everything that's happening in New Albany. You can visit whitefencelivingpodcast.com. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode of White Fence Living.
What I love about New Albany is the holiday tree lighting.
I love the Heights Center.
The walkability and convenience.
My favorite part of New Albany is you.